Well, hello, my dear viewers. Welcome back to the channel. Another week, another fresh batch of chapters, even though some of them have released during the weekend or even last Friday, like it's the case of, I don't know, Fairy Tale, who was like the worst chapter of the year. Just saying, but it was the worst chapter of the year, at least for me. But that's the topic for another video. For this video is not about Fairy Tale as it is usual, but it is, as you can see by the title, as you can see by the thumbnail, it is the live reaction for this week's chapter of the Seven Deadly Sins to, I believe, 211? Yes, 211 of its name, A Farewell Message. I gotta say, this is pretty scary. A farewell message. Imagine if he means that the manga is ending and he's just gonna say goodbye. No, he or she wouldn't do that. Right? Right? Nah, they wouldn't. Let us move on. Okay. Okay, so we pick up right where we left off. Dolor/Diane and Glokshini/King facing off with Gowther, which King said was not Gowther. And Gowther, or not Gowther, is saying, "What do you mean by that?" I don't know how to explain it, but you're somehow different than the Gowther I know. So you mean to say that you know a version of me that I don't know? That's quite an interesting remark. Okay. So of course he wouldn't be aware of his future self. He is Gowther, but King and Diane are just meeting the past Gowther. So it's about to close. I'd appreciate it if you'd focus on finishing the gate. Okay, so it's a sort of a message. Close it for me, will you? You owe me 5 barrels of wine after this. Okay. Isn't that one of the 10 commandments? Yeah, King and Diane didn't knew that Gowther used to be the commandment of selflessness. You're one of the 10 commandments, but aren't you one of the 7 deadly sins? The 7 deadly sins do not exist. They do not exist yet. Will they, though? While we stand here talking, more and more magic powers are disappearing, and the humans keep killing. They are basically killing each other. They are doing the demons' work for them. So, I'm gonna say it again. But these eyes, these are Ban's eyes. So, okay, and Gowther is going to stop them. Well, yeah. Don't get in our way, Gowther. For such politeness. Forgive me, but until the gate is complete, I can't let you two get anywhere near that tower. Ooh, was he? I genuinely don't remember that. Was he really? He's the one responsible for erasing your memories, was he? Jesus. Oh, I really gotta reread some of this. Then give me my memories back to me. No, wait a minute, Diane. They're just speaking to themselves in 3,000 years in the future. And Gowther is just like, okay. So we're actually not the real kings of giants and fairies. These bodies are the real thing, but the insides are in a totally different place. We are from Britannia 3,000 years into the future. It's up to you whether to believe us or not. It's just like, cool. I love the way he's drawn sometimes. It's just far out, dude. Oh, you gotta lay off the smoke, Gowther. Gotta lay off the smoke. I would love to hear this story, but at a later time. Should be any time now. Soon we shall unveil the gate to the demon world. Okay. Why don't you do something? Ooh. Okay. This isn't right. This isn't the gate to the demon world. What in the world did I create? This wasn't the thing I was trying. Ooh. Okay. Gowther, you used me. Ooh. I withdrew from the battle with the 4 archangels, and then you manipulated me into coming to the tower alone. And then tricked me into making this thing. This is the gate to the prison of the demon world. Ooh. So there's a prison in the demon world. Ever since the plan to rescue the hostages was decided on, I've taken the liberty of manipulating you a bit. Forgive us, but this is also for the sake of attaining freedom. Don't screw. Softly now, or we'll be found by the Demon King. Wait, what? It's been 500 long years since I've been in the outside world. No. His power looks awfully similar to that of... What? I see this is your first time meeting the real me, isn't it? I am Gowther. What? So the Gowther we knew all along, despite the fact that it was already a doll, the Gowther we knew even 3,000 years ago was already a doll? This is a sudden turn of events. The world outside truly is a wonderful thing. Is he talking to someone? Sorry about that, just having a little private conversation with myself. I can hear it. Anger, grief, fear, pain. Violent emotions blooming in a garden of chaos. Emotion is a proof that we are alive. It is the very thing that gives value to our lives. And emotions exploding is purest art. I won't let you get away with this, Gowther. You didn't even get permission from the Demon King. Well, technically, one doesn't need to get permission to escape prison. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of escaping a prison. So yeah, he doesn't really need permission, Melon. So we're right in the midst of the Holy War. I care nothing for the Holy War, nothing at all. I just have absolutely no interest in it. Though a blind believer like you won't even try to understand, the Demon King bestowed the commandment of selflessness upon me, and for 500 years my freedom was stolen. And so I created this puppet Gowther, which was the only way I was able to keep contact with the outside world. That too has reached its limit. I must now say farewell to this world. Oh, bye bye, he says. Next time, color cover and an extended chapter. Ooh, 43 pages! That's what I'm talking about. 43 pages of Gowther's side story. I don't care if it's side story, it's character development. That's what we're gonna call it. The real Gowther makes a sudden appearance. The controller of the puppet's true intentions will now come to light. Filled with mysteries, puppet Gowther and actual Gowther. I'm not kidding, it's how it's written here. Next time, Gowther's side story reveals the truth behind this sin. Next time, side story, the puppet asks for love. This is how I like on the Seven Deadly Sins. Even the side stories are part of the curriculum. Well, except the 7 days thing, because that's going on a separate manga, which I really don't see the point of. But I haven't even read the second chapter yet. All right. So this was cool. This was very, very cool. So there's actually, I mean, it's not like there's two Gowthers or Gowthers. I never know how to pronounce his name. It's not like there's two Gowthers, but there's one that's the real one, and there's the one that's been a puppet for over 3,500 years. And the one we knew he was a puppet. Sometime in the moving of the series, we discovered that he was a puppet. But before that, and ever since we knew he was a commandment, we always assumed that he was at one point of flesh and bone. And then was turned into, I always assumed he was turned into a puppet by Merlin. Like something new to his sin, so drastically that his punishment was to be deprived of all emotion and turned into a puppet. But now it seems that the real Gowther is all but empty without emotions. The guy literally bursts with emotion. So I guess the guy does selflessness justice. I mean, I don't know. Oh, this was cool. This was really cool. And he looks awfully similar to Esterosa, doesn't he? He kind of does. But I'm wondering something. What if? Sorry about that. I just woke up. What if Gowther was the guy that messed with the humans' minds? Because we know he can do that. We know Gowther has the power to manipulate emotions and memories. What if he was the one that actually altered the humans' emotions and memories and tricked them into fighting against the goddess, the giants, and the fairies? Because if that's not the case, then I stand my case. Rose's actions were of the most purest stupidity I've ever seen someone doing. Because, like, leading a race against 3 other races, it's not that advantageous. Like, running 4 races against 1 has been proving difficult enough. But, like, humans versus fairies, giants, and goddesses? Even with the demons by their side, I mean, sure, we are seeing the fairies, giants, and goddesses being annihilated, but I guess that's just plot point, because I don't really think that humans, no matter how powerful they are, to stand against, there's gotta be some pretty strong humans. So, I don't know. But now, what is up with this actual Gowther? What is going to become of Puppet Gowther? Because Puppet Gowther is the one that is the seventh sin, the sin of sloth. Wait, yes, he's the sin of sloth. He is, yes. The goat sin of sloth. No, he's not. He's the sin of lust. Yeah, he's the sin of lust. Sloth. Sloth is king. Wrath is Meliodas, of course. Greed is Ban. Diane. What is Diane's? Is Diane lust? Hold on, I gotta. This is shameful. I know, but not that. So, yes, I know. I'm going to the wiki. I know, but Meliodas is wrath. Ban is greed. Ban is greed. Just let me just see it. Okay, so Meliodas is wrath. Diane is envy. Ban is greed. King is sloth. Yes, Gowther is lust. Merlin is gluttony. And Escanor is pride. Whew. Jesus. I was kind of confused with the sloth. But he's lust. So he became the sin of lust. Probably because the puppet revolted against the master? Because he wanted emotions as well. He revolted against actual Gowther. I don't actually know. So I don't actually know, but I gotta say goodbye. I gotta say goodbye to you guys. I'm receiving a call. It might be important. So this was it for this week's chapter of the 7 Deadly Sins. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow with this week's review of Fairy Tale, which I'm very, very disappointed. See you soon.